Very few resumes resemble the one belonging to Dan Rooney. PGA golf professional? Okay. There are hundreds of those. Golf course designer, part owner of several golf courses, sports psychologist, an F-16 pilot in the Air National Guard as well. Pretty impressive. But on a trip back from one of his 3 tours of duty in Iraq, Rooney had an epiphany. Combined the 2 things he loved most, golf and country, to properly honor the heroes that serve our nation. The result of the decision will be felt for years and years to come.
I was born and raised in Stillwater, Oklahoma, an Okie.
For 1 week a month, this is where Major Dan Rooney reports to work, the Oklahoma Air National Guard. He's trusted with the fighter plane worth over $45 million, armed with GPS-guided bombs and capable of speeds of over 1,300 miles per hour. It's slightly louder than Rooney's other job, one that gives him the distinction of being the only PGA professional and F-16 pilot in the world.
The one thing that we joke about in the F-16 is out of bounds is not an option. When we're in Iraq performing close air support for the Army and the Marines, you can't miss. Human lives are at stake, and on the golf course I've certainly hit my fair share out of bounds, but in the air the consequences are higher.
Rooney's inspiration to merge the two came in 2006, when a commercial flight he was on landed in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
And as we pulled up to the gate, the captain came over, the PA, and emotionally said that we were carrying an American hero tonight.
As he waited on board, watching out a window, the remains of a corporal named Brock Buckland were returned to his family on the tarmac. Buckland was killed serving the Army in Iraq.
The coffin came out, the honor guard was there. There was one thing that got me that night more than anything else. It was a young 4-year-old boy who was Brock's son and is being held by his grandmother. At that moment, I knew it was an epiphany for me that I'd been given a mission in life, and I was going to do something about it.
That epiphany turned into Foes of Honor, an organization that provides scholarships for children and spouses of military members killed or wounded in action. Its primary fundraiser is an event called Patriot Golf Day.
Patriot Golf Day was an idea that I had that I don't believe was my own, but I got from above. Then we reached out to Brian Whitcomb, who was the acting president of the PGA of America.
His magnetism and his energy is contagious, and his conviction towards a cause is just so evident that I felt like we had to get involved.
With the PGA on board, Patriot Golf Day took off in 2007 with the simple concept, asking golfers to add $1 to their green fees over Labor Day weekend to support the Foes of Honor Foundation.
We signed up nearly 3,300 golf courses, and in Patriot Day, Golf Day 2007 raised nearly $1.1 million. In 2008, we doubled that amount.
Almost 600 scholarships have been handed out thanks to Patriot Golf Day. Children like Christopher and Matthew Cash, who lost their father in a firefight in Iraq, have benefited from the benevolence of golfers across the country, reinforcing Dan Rooney's message that no family is left behind.
People care about us that don't even know us. I'm like, they do. They care about your dad's service, and they care what happens to you guys.
He answered a calling, and he was in the right place, and what he's always said was, if you were sitting in that seat on that airplane, anybody would have done exactly the same thing. Dan's a hero in my mind, for a lot of reasons.
As for the resume of Dan Rooney's that we mentioned, it just keeps getting longer. Last November, he was the recipient of the inaugural PGA Patriot Award. When Golf in America returns, some sights and sounds from the game we love.